been trying to isolate the major population centers in need of evacuation. The Zerg signatures far outnumber those of the Protoss, but most of the survivors seem to have gathered within Talametros.
There must be Nerazine phase-smiths you know among them. Those who stayed behind.
I am not seeing any Protoss life signs from within the engineering base, Hierarch.
Then they have met their fate.
Or perhaps they fought their way to safety. The Dark Templar do not follow our caste system. Some of their faithsmiths are trained warriors, skilled as any of ours.
That does give them an advantage I had not realized. But then, our people are very different.
Of course, Hierarch.
So this is the home world of the Nerazine, a planet shrouded in darkness. Fitting.
Beautiful, is it not?
Indeed. I never imagined the Firstborn would ever step foot upon it.
As Ire fell to the Zerg, we fled to this world as refugees. The Dark Templar accepted us as equals. It was here that we first stood against the Swarm as one.
I wish I could have stood by you and shared in such glory.
As do I.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver.
First you consort with those Terrans, and now the Fallen Ones? It is heresy. You must know this.
The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Ire when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Kala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded, at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Talametros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch. Shakuras teams with Amon's zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Talametros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
You have not
I serve. I am here in the shadows. It shall be as you say. Very well.
These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Talametros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
Indeed, completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of Adun's power. There are 2 vaults left in the city.
Reckoning.
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit!
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
Very well. Intriguing.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
I am here in the shadows. Very wise. It shall be as you say. Very well.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
You have not enough minerals.
I am here in the shadows. You require my skills. Veraku. For the reckoning. I serve. We move unseen. For the reckoning. Intriguing. I serve. For now. Veraku.
You have not enough minerals.
It shall be as
From the shadows I come.
state thy bidding. I serve. For now. Very well. Veraku. I serve. For now. For the reckoning.
You have not enough minerals.
Cold is the I am here in the shadows. For the reckoning, we are one with the shadows. Veraku. Very wise. I serve. For now. You require my skills. For the reckoning.
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
You have not enough minerals.
For the reckoning. I am here in the shadows.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
State thy bidding. We move unseen. Very wise. Veraku. Very well. For the reckoning. It shall be as you say. Very well. We move unseen. Very wise. We are one with the shadows. I serve for now.
You have not enough minerals.
State thy bidding. I am here in the shadows. It shall be as you say. Very well.
A second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
Intriguing. I serve for now. For the reckoning. Veraku. It shall be as you say. I serve.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
Intriguing. For the reckoning.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
I serve for now. State thy bidding. We move unseen. For the reckoning. Very wise. We move unseen. Intriguing. I serve for now. Very well. Veraku. For the reckoning. Very wise. It shall be as you say. Intriguing. We move unseen. It shall be as you say. I serve for now. Very well.
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Minerals.
For the reckoning, I am here in the shadows. I am the heart of darkness. You require my skills. Let our enemy know our fury. Very well. It shall be as you say. For the reckoning. Intriguing. We move unseen. Very well. For the reckoning. It shall be as you say. Verak.
We are recovering the last solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
Not enough minerals.
Intriguing. I am here in the shadows. Doom Adunala. I serve for now. Intriguing. Very well. It shall be as you say. We move unseen. Veraku. Intriguing. For the reckoning. Very wise. I serve for now. We move unseen. Intriguing. Very wise. Veraku. It shall be as you say. We move unseen.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
Let our enemy know our fury. I serve for now. Very wise. We move unseen.
Our pylon is under attack.
Veraku.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it. Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon's zerg pour through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem.
What have you discovered about the Keystone, Phase Smith?
Only that my skills may be inadequate to assess it.
Explain.
Imagine the Terrans obtained one of our fabrication matrices. Could their scientists ever understand its engineering? The task set before me is of a similar scale. The Cell Naga were beings beyond our understanding.
Keep working, Karax. I have faith in you.
You have become a mighty warrior since last we fought together, Artanis. Even these Dark Templar revere you as if you were a Dune himself. If only Passadar could have lived to see what you've become.
I often think about him, of how different these events would have been if you were still in command.
You are hierarch now. Your doubts do not honor you or him.
Yet, they persist. Tassadar's shadow looms large over my every action.
You must move from it, old friend. For none of us can truly grow while still in the shadow of his mentor.
The Conclave would never have approved using the Spear of Adun, the last refuge of our civilization, to assist the Dark Ones. Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Vengeance for ire.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present, and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun. Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had. This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon's Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.